It's your boy Laggin24 coming at you with some Black Ops 4 Zombies. What's up, everybody? What's going on, you guys? We got a new trailer today that just dropped for the map 9. So this trailer actually includes a song by Avenged Sevenfold, which is called Mad Hatter, but I had to remove the song because we all know that's going to be all kind of problems here on YouTube. But we're going to break down everything that we see in this trailer. There's some really cool stuff to go over. Before we start breaking it down, though, I've got an awesome announcement for you guys that are on the Xbox and that are on the PC. So in the years past, PlayStation 4 has gotten all the maps, DLC, early by 30 days. Well, that's no longer. Yes, PS4 still has the exclusive rights. They will only be getting the map 7 days earlier, which means, of course, you guys on Xbox and PC can get a hold of the DLC a lot sooner. You only have to wait 7 days. So that's a huge announcement, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be more excited about that than having to wait the full 30 days. Okay, guys, let's check out this new trailer. And it's worth mentioning that this is the Chaos story. It is completely separate from the Ether story, so these are all new characters, an entire new story. So if we stop the video here, this is a heavily modified, looks like a pistol to me, some sort of machine pistol. It's even got a drum mag and a stock on it. I'm not sure if this is going to be a starting pistol, if each character is going to have their own starting weapon or what, but that's a very cool looking gun, and I would definitely say it's a pistol. So we're getting a look at our characters. That was Shaw that you saw with the pistol, and then out comes Bruno. You got Diego chilling in some kind of throne room, and here's Scarlett, and they're all just kind of getting used to this new map. It looks like this is kind of our introductions to our characters' introductions on this map, and then all hell starts breaking loose. So now we're getting a pretty cool look at the zombies and some of the weapons with a pump action shotgun in there. But stop it right here, because this right here, guys, is going to be our new consumable taking place of Gobblegums. Remember what I said earlier, this is the Chaos story, completely different from the Ether story, so it wouldn't make sense to have Gobblegums in this world because there's no Dr. Monty and they're just not connected. But there's going to be further proof that what he is drinking right now is in fact a consumable to help give you some sort of advantage in the game. All right, we've got a revolver, nothing too special about that, but if we stop again over here in the corner, that thing that's on fire looks a lot like the Mexican hairless dog, which according to Aztec legend would help guide man through the underworld on the way to the heavens. And as you can see, it's got a flame all around it, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But interesting that I kind of thought that we were maybe in a Roman Colosseum, and we still may be, but then we have something that's Aztecian over there in the corner, so very interesting. So another cool action sequence here with our characters using a variety of weapons to kill the zombies. We've got what could be the leader of this ancient order sicking a tiger on one of the characters, and this tiger is clearly zombified, looks amazing. I'm gonna assume this thing is a full auto shotgun followed up by a burst AR with a scope, but now we get to see our first trap, Flogger 2.0. Anyone, this thing is a spiked wheel of death, and watch the zombies just walk into it and get turned into mulch. So now we get this cool big door that these guys are trying to hold shut, but in comes what can only be described as some sort of brute in full battle armor, and everybody just starts laying into him. So multiple boss types confirmed. Now this is where things get weird. Treyarch has put some sort of magical forest underneath this battle arena that our characters are in. This is definitely going to be pivotal to the story. This is going to be a crucial place that we're going to have to go to. We're going to definitely learn some background about something down here, and it's so far removed from what we have seen so far in this trailer, as far as an ancient battle temple to a magical forest with glowing mushrooms on trees. It's very cool. Can't wait to find out what this room's all about. So this next part's so fast, if you blink, you're gonna miss quite a few things. So I'm gonna bring it back, pull some images out of it, and let's talk about the stuff that I just saw. So here we have two of these brutes that are decked out in full battle armor. So I'm starting to wonder if possibly these guys aren't as tough as they look, and maybe there are every 5 round boss wave. We'll have to wait and see, but the multiple would suggest they're not as bad as they look. So here we have 3 zombie tigers. So again, multiple boss types, and I'm thinking now that these guys could be our every 5 round bosses, and the other 2 big brutes could just get sprinkled in every few rounds with the normal zombies, kind of like World War II did with their different types of zombies, which actually became a little overwhelming. So I'm hoping we're not going to see that But Treyarch's really good at this kind of stuff, so I'm just going to put trust in him, and we'll have to wait and see. We have a staff weapon. We'll get a better look at this later, but over there on the wall, I think that's probably your wall buy. That looks pretty dope. It's got some sort of blue glowing circle and a gun situated right in the middle, so I think that's a look at the wall gun buys. Here we have the Blightfather. You might have seen him in blackout mode recently. One of our players gets trapped in a corridor with him, and again, another zombie type, so a lot of variety here on this map. Looks like we have a second trap here. It's a fire trap wall, and this giant brute can just jump right over it. Oh, this is so cool. So we got a zombie here who just randomly seems to burst open, and his skeleton comes out. Now, I'm going to take a wild guess here and say that this zombie has some sort of acid properties about him. He's got these green blistering bubbles on his body. I would just stay clear of this thing. I feel like it's going to be able to project acid at you. So here we have Shaw saying, nope, no thanks. I don't want any part of this. And he gets impaled by this zombie type here. Now, this could be the brute after you take his armor off a little bit and get those battle axes out of his hand. Or it's another zombie type. Oh my God, would you look at how cool this mystery box looks. This has got to be the best looking mystery box. In fact, I'm going to put a poll on the screen right now. Be sure to participate in it. I'm going to include Mob of the Dead mystery box, Origins mystery box, Shadows of Evil mystery box, and now 9 mystery box. Let me know which one you think looks the best. All right, so here we have the Pack-a-Punch machine. It's surrounded by spikes, which would suggest that we're gonna have to do some sort of task to gain access to this Pack-a-Punch machine. It awakens, you put the gun inside of it, out comes a Pack-a-Punch gun. We don't get a look at the camo here, which is great, save something for opening day, right? But this is your first look at the Pack-a-Punch machine on the map 9, and I would go ahead and say it's probably going to look similar on the map Voyage as well. We'll have to wait and see. So Bruno's on the ground in this scene, and Shaw comes over and helps him up. They're all surrounded by zombies, and we're going to get some really cool looks at some melee weapons here that each of our characters are holding. So first we see Shaw with his sword, and then it switches over to Diego, who's got these spiked rings in his hand. And then you've got Bruno with a giant hammer, and you've got Scarlett with a staff. Now, it's my best guess that these are going to be our wonder weapons on the map 9, and it's interesting that we have 4 different types, because in the past, we've had 4 different types, but they've been the same. And what I mean by that is Origins. We've had staffs, but we've had 4 staffs with different elements on them. Der Eisendrache, we had ourselves, the bow and arrow. We had 4 of them, but they were different with elements, but they were the same. You see what I'm saying? So we've got 4 different types here. Very interesting stuff. Kind of, again, like World War II did with their most recent map. Now we got Scarlett running up with a rocket launcher, taking aim at the Blightfather. She actually blows up a structure in the middle of the map here, and I'm kind of wondering if we're going to have some sort of destructible elements to this map where we can blow up stuff and things like that. It'd be pretty cool. We've got a green explosion over here in this scene, and I'm wondering if that zombie that I showed you guys earlier that I suggested might be acid got blown up in here. I don't know what would have caused that explosion. Now we get a look at a perk machine. So it's pretty unclear of what this perk is. I can't make it out. I've never seen this emblem before, so if you guys have any ideas what it could be, put it down below in the comments section. But even more interesting than this perk machine is the fact that that is definitely some sort of Egyptian mask. There's hieroglyphics on the wall behind it. I feel like that's something you'd see inside of an Egyptian pyramid. So now I'm really curious to know where we're at. Like I said, I mentioned the Aztec dog earlier, a Roman Colosseum, now Egyptian themed things. This is crazy. I can't wait to find out where we're at. Here's a better look at those discs that Diego had in his hands earlier, and when he activates them, when he uses them, it looks like it sends a wave of energy at the zombies, and it's either chaining together the shots, or it's putting up some sort of invisible force field. When they run into it, they get electrified. Also, it's worth noting on the ground, he's either standing on maybe a soul collection spot on the map, part of the Easter egg where you've got to get kills within that circle, or this is simply the symbol that appears every time he uses it, and maybe you're protected within that circle. Maybe it's an invisible bubble around you to where the zombies can't get to you. Either way, this looks incredible, and this, of course, is going to be one of the new wonder weapons, I'm assuming. Here's a look at Scarlett using the staff. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory. It's shooting out a beam at the zombies, just destroying them, and it's pretty cool to see that a staff is back in Call of Duty Zombies. Oh, this is probably the coolest one. This is Shaw with the sword, except it's not just a sword, it's also a whip. He's just whipping it around and destroying the zombies with it. Man, these weapons look cool. And this is the hammer, which apparently has tremendous knockback power. And if we stop right here, it looks like we've got some sort of Molotov cocktail that we'll be able to use in the map 9. Giant Brute, no problem when you have this shotgun. Look at this thing. It's got a dragon on the barrel and it's shooting out fire out of its mouth. This is so cool. There's so many cool weapons so far that we've seen in this trailer. It's actually amazing. So here's another vial being drunk by one of the players, and like I said earlier, I believe these are going to be your gobblegums, the equivalent of gobblegums for the Chaos crew. And as you can see here on the side, it's actually got the emblem, and I'm just gonna assume it's kind of like a Pop Shocks looking emblem, although that's not confirmed, but that's what it looks like. So definitely we're gonna have some sort of form of consumables. I haven't seen a machine yet in this trailer, so I'm keeping an eye out for it. If you guys have seen it, please, you guys talk about this kind of stuff down below in the comment section. You guys see that right there? That can only be described as what looks like some sort of Viking boat. So now we're talking about Norse mythology to go along with all these other things. I have no idea where this map takes place now, but there is a little bit of everything as it turns out. Also in this same photo, straight ahead, it looks like we've got another perk machine. Obviously we're not going to be able to tell what it is, but definitely looks like we've got another statue with a glowing icon on it, so probably another perk machine. And finally we've got this special piece of equipment somewhere along the lines of the monkey bomb or little Arnie, I'm sure, but this little warrior looks like he is going to run around and create havoc on these zombies once you throw them out. This has been a look at the map 9. This has been the new trailer. It was amazing to break down. If you guys aren't hyped for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies now, then you're not ever going to be. I'm going to be covering it fully throughout the year, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed this. And remember guys, like all trailer breakdowns, I am bound to have missed something. So if you saw something that I didn't, throw it down below in the comment section. And as always, it's been your boy Laggin24, and I will see you next time.